Have you ever wondered why there are so many sheep in New Zealand? I mean, they are literally everywhere. There are even more sheep than people in this country, which is why you could argue that it's more likely to be a sheep than a human if you're from New Zealand, which is a hilarious thing to say.
Oh, hell no, man. What the...
It all started with the birth of James Cook, and he grew up, took a few sheep to New Zealand. That's it, bye. Have a great time. Well, not entirely. Actually, James Cook didn't carry any sheep with him to New Zealand. The British colonialists did it systematically since 1840. At that current time, wool, meat and hides were much more important, which increased the numbers of sheep substantially to a maximum of 70 million in 1982. Just think about it a sec. 70 million. That's more sheep than human in France. Anyway, there were no more places to hide. They were literally everywhere. Back then, it was a nightmare for every human being, no matter how smart or rich. The sheep industry was just too big. These were very dark times, but at the end, when people thought there would be no rescue, they found their last hope. They could not let this wooden opportunity escape. So they drew their axes and did what humanity is best at. Destruction. It was one of the most biggest fights in human history. Sheep or wood, which would be the bigger industry. It nearly killed 1.2 to 1.5 billion trees, and today there are only 25 million sheep, which is still a tremendous amount, but both of them lost the war.
Last Saturday, Mikey Joe O'Shea brought his flock of Scotch sheep down from the mountain commonage ahead of lambing. He discovered over 50 were missing.
Well, there was 45 sheep missing, Mike, and the lambs and everything, the sheep. Just count out a nice bit of money, Mike.
Today, you still can see marks and scars on lots of trees and sheep. But why this video? I asked myself the question why there were so many sheep, and when I read about it, I realized that it's one of the best examples of mankind being too fast in deciding or going too greedy. Since 2018, the government of New Zealand has a project going on called 1 billion trees. They want to reach their obvious goal in 2028. Humanity loves playing Captain Hindsight.
Wait! Look! Up in the sky! Captain Hindsight, the hero of the modern age! Captain Hindsight, thank God you've come! There's people trapped in that burning building, Captain Hindsight! And the fire is so massive we can't get to them! You see those windows on the right side? They should have built fire escapes on those windows for the higher floors, then people could have gotten down. And then on the roof, they should have built it with a more reinforced structure so a helicopter could have landed on it. Well, looks like my job here is done. Goodbye, everyone! Thank you, Captain Hindsight!
But unfortunately, you can see this phenomenon everywhere. I know this is a very weird format. Let me know if you guys want more such formats where you think you learned something but actually did not. See ya in the next video.